Yeah, fellas, I'm getting ready to take off today to Palm Springs. I'll be gone for the weekend. I'll try and check up on you guys this weekend. Make sure you guys get out there to the nightclubs. This is a holiday weekend, and girls go out on holiday weekends. A lot of people go out to have fun during the holiday weekend, so it's going to be much easier to make a connection with somebody. Okay, so make sure you get out there on Friday night. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow night, I want all you guys to get off the internet and go out to the nightclubs. Do the same thing on Saturday. Okay, you can even go out on Sunday because Monday is a holiday. So when there's a holiday weekend, I'm talking about grown adults. I don't do kiddie game. You guys understand that? I don't do high school game. If you want to call it game, I don't deal with high school. I'm talking about adults, grown-ass adults. Okay, grown-ass adults work when there's a 3-day weekend. Girls love to party.
Chapter 34.
Oops, excuse me.
I said no name. Person.
Sorry about that. I was piecing together an audiobook. When I drive, I like to listen to an audiobook. I'm listening to the Dresden Files. You guys might remember the TV show. Anyway, Monday being the holiday, I found in 20 years of being in the nightclubs, girls are much easier to bring home because they don't have to get up and go to work this weekend. They're excited. They feel relaxed. There's no pressure. Think about how happy you feel with a 3-day holiday if you live in the United States. Okay? So if you live in the States, get out there to the clubs. It should be much easier for you to make a connection. Now, I got a piece of mail from a fella. He says, please help me get into the game, Supreme. Hello, Supreme. I desperately need your help to get into the game. I'm a 19-year-old virgin who's only had one girlfriend. I'm certain that the main reason why I can't get a woman is because I'm socially awkward. I also have a hard time keeping a conversation going with a woman. And finally, I have a fear of approaching women. I watched some of your videos and I want to ask, where should I start? Should I buy your 7 steps or confidence kicker? And to you fellas out there, I really do recommend that you get confidence kicker first. I can teach you the game later on, but without confidence, knowing about the game ain't gonna work. It doesn't mean anything. Girls can smell confidence on you, and as you now understand, I guess I'll have to put up some more of those edits of those videos. But women are masters at reading body language. They did a study. Okay, I talked about this before. They did a study. They had a crying baby, and they had men and women look at the baby. And women could tell whether the baby was hungry, whether it was just tired, whether his diaper's wet, by its body language. The guys couldn't tell shit. Okay? If they can read a baby, think of what they can do to you. So if you don't have real confidence, they can see that upon you. That's why they don't find you attractive. Especially if you have that fake confidence. A lot of guys, especially black guys, brothers, you guys got it bad. And I was one of them. I was guilty of that fake facade of overblown confidence, ego shit. Okay? You got to have real confidence. Overblown makes you look like an idiot. You don't realize you're coming off like an idiot. And they showed actually one example of that in the movie The Other Brother, which I recommend you guys go find and download and watch it. The Other Brother. You'll see a guy that's got overblown confidence. The new thing is, well, it's not even a new thing. In the early 2000s, Bluetooth came out. So all the idiots would go up in the club with their Bluetooth in their ear. Like they're so goddamn important they can't miss a call in a fucking nightclub. That's pretentious. Let me explain that in lower English. That's some fake, phony-ass sedity shit. Sedity is the old black word meaning uppity. Okay? So anyway, you've got to have your confidence. So if you haven't done the confidence kicker program, I suggest you get in there. Because I'm sharing the full length of that body language program in there. We're on video number 5 right now. It's been fascinating. I've been learning a lot of shit from this shit. Even I'm learning shit. And I read the first book on body language back in 1976, I believe. Yeah, 76. Because I started studying how to get women when I was 16 or 17. I think I was 17 because I was frustrated. I just turned 17, so I was really frustrated. I was pissed off because all the cool guys were getting women. The jocks were getting fucking women. Okay? I was pissed off that I was fucking shy. I couldn't talk to the girls I fucking liked. That really pissed me off. I mean, really pissed me off. So I started reading books on it. I bought the first book in the market, like I said before, How to Pick Up Girls by Eric Weber. There's also a movie out there, How to Pick Up Girls, and it's based on Eric Weber's actually life story. And it details how he grew to become good with women. After the book, I bought the phonograph, the record, rather words. You guys don't know what a record is. It's like a gigantic CD. And I listened to that, and it was all about, having conversation with girls, getting yourself relaxed. And I used to go out and practice. I went out and practiced. I was doing this shit before any of the gurus were even born, okay, that I know of. Before these guys were even fucking born. I was practicing this shit at Sunrise Mall. Google it if you have to. Sunrise Mall in Fair Oaks. I'd catch my bus from Rancho Cordova, ride my bus way up there to another town, because that was the only mall in the area that you get to, straight on the bus. Malls just started coming out back then, by the way. That's how old I am. Old dinosaur. And, I would go out there practicing. Yeah. I guess I was doing the first boot camp, too, when I really think about it. I hadn't thought about that stuff. Man, shit. But that's how I met my ex-wife. I was practicing in the library, like I've told you guys. And in this program, he talks about the first words out of your mouth, like I've said many times before, they don't remember, don't even hear, really. But your tone was what's important, and the way you stand. Like I asked my ex-wife, I think I asked her, are you into parapsychology too? Because I was in the psychology department. I was looking at books on ESP and stuff like that. That's my bubble gum for my mind reading stuff when I was in college, and I was shy. I didn't know anybody on the campus, so I'd hang out in the library. I was one of those goobers. So she was sitting over there on the table, and the stacks of books were here. The tables were here, and the books were going like this, in rows like that. And I came around. I saw her. Smiled at her. She made eye contact, smiled at her. I went back, and I said, okay, I talked to myself. I'm going to approach her. I'm going to talk to her. God, what am I going to say? And I finally got the guts to walk over, and I said, hey, are you into parapsychology too? And she didn't know what the fuck it was. She had been there taking a fucking nap. And back then, that's how naive I was. I never thought anybody would take a fucking nap in the library. Who does that? Disgrace to the whole institution of libraries and books, because I was a fucking bookworm. But I talked to her for a while, and I got her phone number, and I was so fucking excited, fellas. When you get that first phone number, it was my first. No, it was actually second, because I had asked this girl in high school for her phone number, and I tried to talk to her on the phone, and it was one of those conversations that went, oh, so what are you doing? Nothing. That was it. And in the video series, he talks about opening the question, closing the questions. He gives an example, and it shows the conversation goes nowhere. So I remember that. But anyway, it was my second phone number. And I called her up, and I made a date. I took her to dinner at this place called Epi's. We have a small, not like a Denny's, but a little bit more upscale than a Denny's. It used to be called Epi's. Owned by a guy named Epaminonda, some Italian dude or something like that. Anyway, we went and saw either the first Star Wars or John Travolta's first movie. I can't recall which it was this day. Within a couple of weeks, we saw the second one. So, anyway, I took her home. You guys remember your first date? She lived upstairs. I walked upstairs. Her mom was watching her kids. I wasn't their father yet. And, I grabbed her by the chin like I saw my dad do and tilted her up and kissed her. Later on, she said it was the worst kiss she ever had. Oh, crushed me. Crushed me, man. Just crushed me. Worst kiss she ever had. I thought I was being all cool, and I was one of those guys that was egotistical because I had a big brain. And I combed my hair backwards, and I had a widow's peak, like look at a black Dracula. I used to walk with my hands behind my back. Pretentious, because I was really just insecure and afraid. I hadn't developed real confidence yet. Okay? So, anyway, to tie this all up, you got to have real confidence. If you haven't taken the confidence program, then if you don't take mine, then go find one or build your own. All right. Mine, the advantage are I've already done it for you. Every day you get a video, you get exercises. You'll see me at the whiteboard back there, giving you exercises to do. But it gets you thinking, okay? What it does, it gets you thinking about confidence, and it uncovers what's really killing your confidence. Everyone who's taken the program has benefited. I've only had one guy that I have had no success with, and that would be my boy Raul over in the Netherlands. And I can see a situation. He was a Brazilian of African, half African blood, half Brazilian. He was adopted. His mother gave him away, and that's terrible. Mother gave him away to this white couple in the Netherlands, and he was raised over there. So he's got some shit going on up there that we've been trying to work through. Finally, he's now getting professional help though. But if you don't need professional help and you just need to learn about true confidence, I'm the guy you want to come talk to, okay? Because I got the program already set up for you. If you want to learn about the game, then you definitely want to get my 7 steps, because I broke down the game as I learned it. As you've seen, everything I've talked about has been true. Now I've got I wish I'd found this earlier. This body language expert. I've seen other videos too. I've seen other scientists saying it begins with eye contact. I put those videos up over the years or gave links out, but this I got an actual video proof, okay, of the actual experts saying eye contact. And I've been saying this since, goddammit, the year 2002, when I was arguing with idiots on So Suave. Okay, I talked about how I met. I'll just call her the German girl, because she's full-blooded German here in America. Her brothers, all of her family was born in Germany, except her dad. I think she missed being born there. Her dad came back here for a year, and she was born. They went back to Germany. But anyway, I saw her across the room. She saw me. We made eye contact. It was like fucking electric. And I watched her walk. To the with her sister. I didn't know her sister at the time, but a shorter girl with some big butt, big legs. I was like, damn, in a red dress. Anyway, I watched her walk to the bathroom. I was watching the back of her hair went down to her butt. I said, wow, that girl has some long ass hair. But there was something about her. Anyway, she came back. I was talking to my boy Craig, and she started dancing to this dude on the floor. Brother said, oh hell no. So I told my boy, that's mine. I gotta have that. And I saw her, she's dancing. She touched his face and looked him in the eyes and doing her dance, and she was like passionate. I gotta have that. Got on the dance floor with her, because as soon as that fool was done, I stepped over, did my little put out my hand thing, and took her to the floor. And it was the end of the game after that. I got it. That's how it should be for all you guys, man. You guys got to learn to experience the excitement and then the thrill. For me, it was like, when you got the fucking pussy when it's yours, it feels so, there's so much elation there. There's so much power. You feel empowered when you get that first score. And I want to give that to you guys, okay? Let me help you get there. Anyway, let's finish off this guy's mail. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. He goes, I need your help because I'm getting really depressed because of my condition. I don't want to end up becoming a 35-year-old virgin. Okay, you're 19. You have got a long ways before you get a 35-year-old virgin. We can help you out now. I'll do whatever it takes. Just give me some directions. Also, should I join your forum so that I can interact with you more often? Because talking on YouTube is kind of inefficient. That's why people join my forum, so they can interact with me. Exactly why people join my forum. Okay. Thank you for your time. You're welcome there, Onslaught. Let's get you started, okay? I've helped a lot of guys. You guys have seen the testimonies I've done. You've seen what I put out, what it does for guys. So I've helped a lot of guys out there. And as I keep saying, I'm the real thing from the real world. I'm not one of these pickup artists that came to the internet trying to make a fortune off stuff. That's why a lot of them come to this business, is they want to make a lot of money. They want to travel, have fun, and pick up chicks. So I know, no offense against my Asian brothers, but I noticed that many of these pickup artists, they do what I call low-hanging fruit. Like I see them go down to like Thailand, and I don't know if you guys know anything about Thailand. you pull out a dollar bill and you have 10 chicks on you, basically. And if you're a Caucasian male, you're like the end thing in Thailand. I don't mean to put it down. I don't mean to put my Asian brothers down. You Asian brothers know what I'm talking about. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The low-hanging fruit that's an embarrassment to the Asian community. Asian women that scamper after these guys. So I see a lot of these guys, they end up with these Asian girls. And I said something about it on So Suave, and the guy came back and said, well, why should I turn them down? Because they're beautiful, they're gorgeous, they're hot. And I just said, well, you can't get one of your own women, can you? Anyway, I now recant that and say, get it where you can. Get it where you can fit in. If it's Asian chicks, then get Asian chicks. But I want to develop your game so you can get any type of woman that you choose. That's my point. Although even sisters, they're a little bit harder to get. You gotta have big balls to hang with black women. I'm talking about the real sisters. I'm not talking about the black women that only want to date white men. Those are girls. They're either biracial and they choose their mother's side, or most cases choose their mother's side. Okay, or they're black girls with low self-esteem. Okay, and I was one of those people like that. I had low self-esteem. I had low racial self-esteem. You guys know what it don't even, if you're not black, you don't even know what it's like to be in a brother's shoes here in America. You have no fucking idea. There was a man that he really did do this. He went to the dermatologist, had his skin changed to black. He lasted 2 fucking days. 2 fucking days in the South before he ran home crying. I think I've mentioned before, I work out with two guys, or I train 2 dudes. One's a little bit younger than I am. The other one's like 66. And the 66-year-old, he'd kill himself if he had to be in my shoes. He thinks that black guys, whine about their problems, really shouldn't have nothing to whine about. I had a big ass argument with him over that one. He has no fucking idea. I'm not doing a race card here, but I'm just rambling, just having a conversation with you. So anyway, getting black chicks, you gotta have big balls, okay? I'm talking about the real sisters, naturals. I'm talking about the hardcores. How can I be politically correct? I can't be politically correct on this. There's gonna be some sisters that are gonna be writing me now. What do you mean? I'm a real sister. But you black folks know what I mean, though. You guys know what I'm talking about. So my goal in 2013 is to help all of my members. We're going to end this bullshit and reverse this feminization. We're going to fight this with everything within us. Reach inside of yourself and pull that man the fuck out and fight back. That's our goal. To fight till we can't fight anymore, till we can't stand and breathe anymore. You guys with me? Peace.